Leo, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot and welcome to your love messages. We're going to start by getting 2 oracle cards that we'll put away for later. These are meant, I'm holding on the deck as I'm saying it, these are meant for the big reigning message over your entire tarot reading. So make sure you stick around till then. At the very end, we'll turn those over. And while I'm shuffling these and getting these cards, I invite you to say hi in the comments section if you'd like for me to send you my good energy and pray for you. It's my personal spiritual practice, and I encourage everybody else to join in. This is a safe place for everybody. I seal that with my intention and my word. And I also thank you for hitting the like button on your way in. Thank you for the love. Helps this channel grow. It's the only thing that really helps the channel grow. So, all right, you guys, asking tarot for Leo what they need to know about love at the time they see this message. That's when they're meant to see this message. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. What does Leo need to know about love? Taking the cards that fly out. If they fly in reverse, that's how we read them. Wow, you got a lot flying. Woo, what's going on? And right here in front of me is the sun. Beautiful. Okay, you guys, let's get into this. So we have the Magician, big manifesting energy. We got the Knight of Wands, possibly another fire sign, possibly your energy in the reading. And we have a transition going on. There's an interesting reading in front of me here. I want to unpack these a little bit before I say anything, so please bear with me, you guys. My goal is to be as helpful as possible for you all. And I need more information. Knight of Wands, who's this? For my Leos. Wow, that's a determined energy coming forward. The World, wow. You may not see this person coming forward. This is somebody who's coming at you. It's not your energy, it's somebody else. Page of Cups. That's exciting though, because it's positive. Might be somebody who's different than your normal type. Might be requiring travel, might be from outside of your hometown. But it's very positive. But everything else in the reading suggests that you're trying to move on from something. You're kind of, the Leos I'm speaking to are kind of trying to cut a loss and move on, accepting a loss, moving on, trying to make progress, trying to heal, trying to just feel whole again, and trying to recreate the enthusiasm and spark for life that they so love dearly, and asking themselves, how can I do that? And so I love that there's a seeking energy attached to this reading. It's very healthy, and it looks like you're manifesting something, specifically a person coming into your life here with a lot of passion, and they're going to be attractive. They're going to be very attracted to you. And they may be traveling. They might be from outside your town. Like I said, you could meet them at a Zoom meeting, or you could meet them at a seminar or on a plane. But, it's also all about closing an old chapter. So the presence of this person galloping into your life, Knight of Wands, with all this fiery confidence and energy and passion, it's really kind of the mark of an old chapter ending and a new chapter beginning. And that's so common in tarot, right? I feel like every tarot reading is like, you're starting a new chapter in life. But what's cool about this is that you've had moments of disconnect. You've been trying so hard to manifest and trying to do the right thing. Like, I can feel in my head, I can feel this sense of like, I kind of want what's due to me. I've been doing the work. And believe me, it's coming. Where'd that little guy go? Oh, we got Queen of Cups here. Queen of Cups. What about this Queen of Cups? Tell me what Queen of Cups is about. Queen of Cups. Yeah. So if there is a person that you've kind of had, in one particular person, if you've, in your life, and it doesn't have to be romantic, but if there's a person that it has in the past plunged you into anxiety with the Nine of Swords upside down. You're coming out of anxiety with this person. It's interesting because the Queen of Cups talks about water signs, and if it's not a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, it's somebody who can be quite sensitive. And they're big feelers. Sometimes they're very creative. They can be musicians and artists. And I think that they have been quiet on you for a while. And inside the quiet, there's all sorts of stories that can pop up in one's imagination, right? Because we're trying to fill the void. Our brains do that naturally. And it doesn't always fill the void with positive things. But know this, that this Queen of Cups has been going through their own thing. They've been a little self-absorbed. And with the Hermit upside down, they have had a little bit of an illusion that they've been struggling with, and that is a loneliness and isolation. And so what's getting them out of that is just listening to their intuition, their High Priestess here. And it's going to get them out of anxiety as well. So anyway, this is attached to your manifesting energy. And I do feel that you care about this person, otherwise they would not be coming out into your tarot reading. But there has been a disconnection with them. And so in regards to what you're manifesting, I do believe that Leos are manifesting a sense of wholeness to be gained again in connection to this person. But I feel it's important to describe for you what they're going through so that there's understanding, and hopefully it saves you from weaving stories that don't feel good. You know how we can sometimes do that. So they're going through their own thing. What's going on here with the Page of Cups in reverse? Hermit. Somebody here being quiet. Interesting. And the Strength card coming out. Wow. Very dynamic reading. I'm wondering if this person, in a sense, has almost held you hostage emotionally. And it might not be that that's their intention, but what they're going through is naturally having its effect on you. Well, know this, you're getting the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands out in the middle of this difficult transition, getting unstuck with these offers, these new potential ideas, and moving forward with Cancerian energy, with the Chariot card. This is a fast moving energy that towards transitioning. It's like, so there's been this resistance to move forward, whether it's it feels like it's on their side of things. And all of a sudden, I think they're kind of moving forward with an offer, getting unstuck, and you're going to feel it too. Because you can't make decisions for people, right? You can only encourage them along their way. But this has doubtlessly affected you. And so now we're starting to see things loosen up, to open up to the world. We're starting to see these opportunities land in your lap, opportunities for action, opportunities to make new plans, to move forward. And then we have the Sun, this beautiful, positive energy. Tell me more about the Sun for our Leos. What do they need to know about the Sun? Yeah. I think you will look back at this time with some gratitude and for some things that you don't expect. I think that this is what pops up in my mind, is that this is a situation that's unique to you. And it's required you to stretch yourself and your compassion in ways that you haven't been challenged with before. And you're going to come out of this situation liking yourself even more, and that's not ego based. This is just an appreciation for how you've grown. And there's definitely attached this understanding and this grace and almost a forgiveness for this individual, that while you can want something so badly for yourself and for another individual, you can only support them, and sometimes quietly and sometimes from a distance, in their own process. But I want to bring the attention back to this Knight of Wands. This is a very different energy than the rest of your reading. So let's just dive in very quickly. What is this big offer? This Knight of Wands coming at Leo, like this. It's a new thing with a Fool card. It's like offering a new, this person is offering a new adventure. And it's totally, along with that offer, the Fool with the Death card, this would mark, like I said, an old chapter dying off, but it would be marking something you can't really go back on. It would be marking a partnership, the end of a partnership with the Two of Cups in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles. So this is what goes along with that. Seven of Pentacles talks about all the work and effort you put into something. And what's not flown out yet is the Two of Swords, which is a decision. But I think, I wouldn't be surprised if the Hanged Man came out or the Two of Swords. I think this person, what they're proposing, gives you perspective. And I think that is the biggest thing about it, is the perspective. Seven of Swords. It's important to remember that not all that glitters is gold. So while you've manifested this person in your own unique way, the biggest takeaway could potentially be some kind of perspective that you gain from it. And I think that it's also validating, you know, that you're wanted and that you're desired, but there is a deception attached to it. And I need to tell you that. The Seven of Swords. Why the Seven of Swords? Flipping but not flying. We've got the Tower card. Yes, this person looks good. This person's attractive. They're attracted to you, but there is third-party energy attached to it. So while they might be part of your friend group, or they might be connected to people you know, but consider that they might have more going on than just their offer to you. I want, at this point, to turn around your oracle cards, to turn over your oracle cards, and just see what those big messages are, okay, you guys? So, the first one is the message of the Osprey. Your success is now at hand. Allow the abundance to flow to you effortlessly. And then our second one is healing. So let's get a little bit on that healing card. I want to unpack it a little because it's never just that simple. And we're not going to read the whole book. We're only going to read a sentence or two. Bear with me while I find it. As the image suggests, and I'll hold this up to you, as this image suggests, the renewing influence of nature can also profoundly reactivate your innate healing mechanisms. I want to repeat that. The renewing influence of nature. That can be this Knight of Wands. They renew you, they make you feel attractive, they make you feel desire. The renewing influence of nature can also profoundly reactivate the innate healing mechanisms and lead you back to a wholesome connection to Mother Earth, which is also your intuition and to your natural desires. Any time spent deepening your relationship with the many facets of nature, calming aura will be well invested. As the saying goes, heaven helps those who help themselves. But when you feel you can do no more, remain open to the miracle of restorative healing in its many forms. So what this feels like is, look at this offer more in terms of how it's making you feel and how it's electrifying you again. And that's where the gratitude can lie, and you can navigate it from there. All right, you guys, I hope that is helpful. Take good care of yourselves. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.